Section 26, ratio, page 40. So you've got Ruth and Tony share £1,491 in the ratio of 2 to 5. And you've got to calculate how much they get each. So what Ruth gets and what Tony gets. So the first thing a ratio is your total parts. So my total parts are 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5 gives me 7. Then we find out what one part's worth. So my value is 1,491 divided by my total parts, which is 7. For my calculator, 1491 divided by 7 is 213. So that's what one part's worth. Now we can divide out the parts. Now Ruth has 2 parts, so it's 2 times it. And Tony has 5 of the parts, so it's 5 times it. So let's do Ruth first. 2 times the 213 is 426. And Tony is 5 times the 213, which is 1,065. So again, for a recap for ratio, you find your total parts of what the ratio is, 2 plus 5. You find one part, so it's the value of the money divided by the total parts. And then you share out the ratio and what you get. Now to double check, 426 plus 1,065 gives you 1,491, which was the total amount of money, and no money's gone. Okay, and carry on with the next question, question 17. Now you've got ingredients for 4 people, for spaghetti with tomato and basil sauce, and you've got ingredients for 10 people. Now there's 2 ways of doing this. You can either logically think of it of how you're going to double to 10 people, because you've got 4. So you can say, well, double 4 is 8 people, so we can work out for 8. Half of the 4 is 2 people, so we could double it and find out half of it and add it on. Or we can find the common ratio, and I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. Okay, to find the common ratio, you've got 4 people and you go into 10. So we've got 10, which goes to 4. So that common ratio is 2.5. And you can do it on your calculator. Now, if you times everything in the 4 menu by 2.5, you will be able to get everyone for 10. But we can do it both ways. You've got 400 grams for the 4 people of the spaghetti, and we want to make it for 10. So 400 grams is for 4 people. 8 people would be 800 grams, because you double it. And then we need another 2 people for 10. So half of that is 200 grams. So I'd add it on to the 800, which gives you 1,000 grams. Okay, so that's for 2. So you can either keep doing that, is add it on the double and half one, or you could times it by 2.5. Now double check in your calculator, 400 grams times 2.5 gives you 1,000 grams. Again, 14 ounces of plain flour. Doubled gives you 28, and half of it is 7. So 28 plus the 7 gives you 35. Check in, 14 times 2.5 gives you 35. 4 eggs. Well, 4 eggs doubled is 8 eggs, and half, which is going to be 2 eggs, so that's 10 eggs. Again, 4 times 2.5 gives you 10. Looking on this side, 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Well, doubled is 8, add on the 2 gives you 10. Again, 4 times 2.5 gives you 10. 2 onions, 2 times 2.5 gives you 5 onions. 800 grams times 2.5 gives you 2,000 grams. And 28 ounces times 2.5 gives you 70. 20 leaves of basil times 2.5 gives you 50. Double check, 20 doubled is 40, and half of it was a 10, so 40 and 10 is 50. So you can either think of it logically of doubling it to 8 people, and then add it on the 2 people, because you can always half it. Or you can find your common ratio is how many people divided by the people you started with. and then everything times in there is times by 2.5.